And it is a battle for first place. The top two teams in the Metro Mini League. It's town ball. It's Monday Night Baseball on QCTV. Andover Aces here at Noble Sports Park in Brooklyn Park to take on the Champlin Park LoGators along with Jim Childs. I'm Jim Erickson. Season winding down, Jim. We're getting into late July here already.
Yeah, you bet. And, you know, this conference is so good that it's really starting to heat up. We're possibly going to see 3 or 4 teams go to states and make some noise in the Class A tournament coming up.
Mathematically, things looking really good for the Champlin Park LoGators, 10-1 in league play coming in. Second place, the Andover Aces at 7-2-1. They've got a tie on their record, so it's a 2.5 game spread entering this one here today with not many games left in the Metro Mini League. The Andover Aces 16-5-1 overall. Sam Plojas is the coach, and manager Kyle Law leads it off here for them. Top of the first inning, and the pitcher is Charlie Hutchinson, and just a little bit outside on that first pitch from the left-hander. And it's ball one, and this one's underway.
Yeah, Charlie Hutchinson comes in. Pretty impressive numbers. 39 innings, 27 hits given up, only 7 walks, 46 Ks, and an ERA of .46. Pretty impressive. 1-0
on the pitch here to Law. 2-0. Some question about Kyle Law playing out in the field here tonight, but was he coming back from an injury, Jim?
Yeah, he was at NDSU, and that's fouled back, but he was in a collision at first base, not having the safety bags that they now the NCAA is now putting in for every place in the state of Minnesota. He had a collision at first base and broke his elbow halfway through the season for NDSU. 2-1
strike. Hits this one to the right side. The right fielder here for Champlin Park, Maki on the run. It lands foul. 2 strikes. Kyle Law, just 1 game played. So he's just back with the club here, Jim, and pretty good bat, though, obviously, playing
Yes.
at Division I. Some of these guys, you got some of the pedigrees and the bios on some of these guys for both teams. Pretty impressive.
Yeah, he was actually batting number 3 for NDSU earlier in the year. This is his first grounder over
Roller to short, and Adam Pooter will throw it over to first, and Law's retired. We got one down here in the top of the first inning.
Adam Pooter, he's a stalwart. He's a legacy name here out of Blaine, along with his brother Jack out in center field. Law's first at bat since the beginning of April.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
So it had to be good. It had to feel good for him to be in there swinging away, even though it was a ground out to short. One down. In the top of the first, Clayton Fisher, the DH. Pitch by Hutchinson bounced off the plate, and it's a foul ball. Hutchinson 5-1 on the season, and that ERA of 0.46.
You know what's even more impressive is the whip, the walks and hits per inning pitched, and it's .87. If you're at a 1.00, that's impressive. .87 is unbelievable.
Hutchinson, the set and the delivery right at the knees, and it's no balls and 2 strikes, 0-2. This is the first game for Clayton Fisher for the Aces as well, doing the designated hitting. 0-2. Fouled it back off the screen. My first time here at Noble Sports Park with Andover and Champlin Park. I've never been here. Facility very similar to the one that they built at Champlin Park High School.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Same kind of model of Castle Field as well.
0-2, bounding ball foul.
The viewer experience or the spectator experience is so much better with something like this.
Oh, yep, with the canopy and the protection. We love it because of the press box, Jim.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we do.
Completely thrilled, totally thrilled always to have a press box. Just underway, top of the first inning, Clayton Fisher facing Charlie Hutchinson. Hutchinson ready to lefty versus lefty. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Pretty good battle here. That one's fouled off as well. Hutchinson's only given up 2 earned runs in his 39 innings pitched. 7 walks, 46 strikeouts here for the lefty.
Fisher last weekend was part of the Northwoods League's home run derby at the All-Star.
In tight.
Yeah, at the All-Star tournament, or All-Star game.
1 ball and 2 strikes as a team. Andover hitting a not too shabby .313. Both teams have had to deal with weather. Number of games have been postponed and moved. This one's been moved a couple of times. Swung on and missed. No, fouled at the plate. Into the glove of the catcher, Logan Jordan, so he holds on. That one not in the dirt, so a swing and a miss. Fisher goes down swinging, 2 up and 2 down. That looked to be a sinker. And a breaking ball that Fisher swung over the top, got a piece of it into the glove of Jordan. Now 2 down.
That brings up Wyatt Myers, shortstop. I'm sorry, Logan Myers. He's going to be at UMD next year.
Logan Myers, .421 hitter. Nice average for him. Pitch in the dirt from Hutchinson, ball 1. Out in the field for Champlin Park. In the outfield, Hellam, Jack Puder, Maki, left to right, Riola, Adam Puder, Signs and Palmer in the infield. Third over to first, Logan Jordan behind the plate. Here's a ball put in play for the first time. Right center field. It is going to drop in front of Maki. He's able to stop it, short hop it, and then throw it to second in time for the out. So Maki with a great diving attempt in right field. Tried that backhand sliding catch, but he trapped it, but still able to throw out Myers trying to stretch it to a double as we take a look at the replay here.
Yeah, good awareness just to get up and get that throw from Maki from his knees. And what a tag by Puder. He allows the ball to come to him rather than reaching for it, and Myers had no choice but try to slide into it.
That always familiar and popular 9-6 force at second base for the final out of the inning. So for Andover in the top half of the first, they're up 3 down, and that'll bring up Champlin Park and the LoGators in the bottom of the first inning. LoGators 17-8, just 1 league loss on the season, and they'll go Sam Riola at third base, batting first, batting second, and doing the catching, Logan Jordan, batting third, Adam Puder. The shortstop, Jack Puder, batting fourth in right field. Braden Hellam is in left field, batting fifth. Trent Palmer is the first baseman. He's batting sixth. Signs, Maki, and Robinson in that order for Champlin Park, as we also take a look at the fielding. And out in the field, that's the Champlin Park fielders and alignment.
Out in the field for the Aces will be Kuzney out in left, Law. That's Kyle Law out in center, Teddy Heller out in right. Around the horn from third base to first base, it'll be Oxborough, Wyatt Myers, Benji Bruce, and Tyler Brick. Behind the plate will be Logan Myers. And on the mound will be Ben Resnick.
Yeah, Resnick just 0-1, just 1 appearance. And that 1 appearance had a rough appearance, 18 hits, 6 2/3 innings. We'll try to get those numbers down here. He is a lefty as well. And one thing you commented before the broadcast, Jim, is we're probably going to see both teams here. We're nearing the end of the season here. It's a league game. It's an important game. But also some guys are going to get some time. There are going to be a number of substitutions probably later in the game just to get guys games here at the end of the season so they're eligible for the postseason.
Yeah, and right now you're getting up against, you mentioned that you're in the stretch run before playoffs start, and you've got to get 4 league games in. And so we'll see some pinch runners that probably you wouldn't suspect as key pinch runners for either team.
Champlin Park's only league loss was a 4-3 loss at Coon Rapids against the Redbirds earlier this month. So Sam Riola, the third baseman, will take a strike here from Ben Resnick. Home plate umpire Dan Hamann working the game. And again, in these games, he is the only umpire. He is on an island all by himself. This one's lined to left for a base hit. So Riola hitting .476 coming in. Watch out for him on the base paths with 14 stolen bases with a leadoff single here against Resnick. 1 on, nobody out, and Logan Jordan batting.
If you were going to put a picture of a baseball player in the dictionary, it'd be Sam Riola. He is outstanding on the mound, at the field, and at the plate.
So Jordan, the catcher. First pitch from Resnick is across. Strike 1. Logan Jordan, .238 hitter, 6 runs batted in, 5 hits, 21 at-bats, playing in his 7th game of the season. Resnick steps off the rubber. Riola getting his lead over at first, and here's a pitch from the left-hander that tails away from the right-handed batting Jordan, and he'll take for a ball, evening the count, 1-1.
Jordan this spring played for the Georgia Bulldogs.
1-1 pitch, fouled off to the right side, 1-2. You're playing SEC college baseball. That's pretty significant. When you talk about college baseball, they pretty much produce the national champion each and every year.
Yeah.
LSU this year. 1-2 pitch. Runner goes. This one's hit well to left field. On the run is Kuznia in the gap towards the fence. Off the fence on the fly. Raiola will round third. He'll score. Stand-up double for Logan Jordan. And it's 1-0 Champlin Park.
Well, he got a center-cut fastball right on the letters, and he turned on it. He had at Georgia, he had an 855 OPS, which is outstanding, and you can see why. He's got some power as he put that one off the fence in left field.
7th run batted in on the season. Team leader here for Champlin Park, Jack Pooter and Jeff Hewer with 12. Team leader is Ethan Mackey with 13. Adam Pooter now the batter, the shortstop. As he steps in, first pitch is a strike here from Resnick. 1-0 Champlin Park with the runner at second. Fouled back, 0-2.
Adam, another Division I student. He's at St. Thomas.
Hitting .341, 5 runs batted in, 15 hits, 44 at bats. Here's a bouncer back to the mound. Resnick goes up and gets it, falling back off the mound, still able to throw it over to Brick at first. And that's the first out of the inning.
That was an incredible play, honestly. That going to your left, being able to stop and throw it the way he did. Resnick that was an impressive fielding play, being able to keep the runner checked at second.
Now Jordan stays at second base. Now the cleanup hitter, Jack Pooter. Center fielder, .338 hitter. And takes a strike here in the first offering from Resnick. In the field here for Champlin Park, for the Andover Aces, Kuznia, Law, and Heller in the outfield left to right. Here's the 1-strike pitch. Off speed. And Jack Pooter swings through it. Nice change of pace there from Resnick, 0-2. Oxborough playing at third, Myers the shortstop, Bruce at second, Brick at first. Mentioned Logan Myers behind the plate. Here's the Ben Resnick delivery, a sweeper, and it's low and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Originally they started calling that a sweeper, and I was resistant to go with that terminology, but everybody's using it now. I've just decided to go with it. Here's a pitch high, fastball 2-2. But the one thing I'm not going to go is shorten velocity to velo.
Okay, thanks.
I promise you,
yeah.
I will never do that.
And you're not going to get into spin rates, are you?
No.
Okay,
I don't have that data in front of me. Even if I did, I'd probably use it as a coaster. 2-2 pitch, line to center. That'll be in there for a hit. Here's Jordan at third. It's gobbled up by Kyle Law out in center. But Jordan will score easily. 2-0 Champlin Park on the RBI single by Jack Pooter.
Kind of handcuffed him, but he was able to fight it off and push it right in between the shortstop and second baseman. Good at bat by Pooter.
Yeah, 2 runs in here. Pooter now tied for the team lead in runs batted in with Mackey. He has 13. 5th Champlin Park batter to bat here, Braden Hellam. And a pitch that hits the outside corner at the letters. 1 strike. Hellam wearing number 65, .310 hitter in 8 games played, 9 hits, 29 at bats, 9 runs batted in. Jack Pooter over at first, checked his swing. No, he went around. 0-2.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Our home plate umpire, Dan Hammond's a pretty good broadcaster, too. So I'm thinking about maybe at the 5th inning going, hey, you want to call the game?
We'll
get call different games. We'll both be calling the game, but different definitions of calling the game. Here's a bouncer, 1 hopper. Bruce over at second. Quick toss to first. Hellam retired. That'll move Jack Pooter up to second base now with 2 outs. And that'll leave it up here to Trent Palmer in a 2-run bottom of the first inning for the LoGators.
Trent Palmer, this is his first season back from playing 4 years in the Blue Jays system. One of the only pitchers, it might be the only pitcher.
Rocketed up the middle past Resnick and into center field. Good wheels here by Jack Pooter. He will score. 3-0 Champlin Park. A 2-out base hit right back up the middle, or as we used to call it, Tom Kelly would call it a diamond cutter, or right back up through the originator And Trent Palmer adds to his RBI total. He gets a base hit there. RBI number 11.
Well, as a pitcher, he's a pretty good hitter. If he 4 years in the minor leagues as a pitcher, that one rifled right back up. Really impressive baseball player.
Drake Signs steps in and takes ball 1. Signs at second base tonight for Champlin Park. 3.08 average in his 4th game this season. And a called strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Both of these teams just littered with Division I athletes, right?
Yeah, they really are.
This one to short. Myers able to play it, gauged it, grabbed it, gets the short, the play at second, shortstop to second. Goes the short way here for the final out and the force out there. But a big inning here for Champlin Park as they put 3 runs on the board. It's 3 runs on 4 hits, and they leave 1 on. We played 1 inning here, and the home team, the LoGators, a 3-0 lead here after 1. It's Town Team Baseball amateur ball here tonight on QCTV Sports. Somebody forgot the code. Andover Aces, Wyatt Myers, Tyler Brick, and Chase Oxborough to face Charlie Hutchinson, who has been given a nice little 3-0 lead in the 2nd inning, Jim.
Yeah, and so far, if you look at, like you mentioned, he's only given up 2 runs all year. That would be a big cushion, I would think, right now.
2 balls and 1 strike here. It's Myers, Brick, and Oxborough for the Andover Aces tonight. A swing and a miss there, and evens the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Myers, .250 average, 4 runs batted in, 3 hits, 12 at bats. His 9th game played here tonight. 2-2 offering is a called strike 3, and Myers is down looking. 2nd strikeout here for Hutchinson. 46 strikeouts in 39 innings entering tonight, so he's got more than a strikeout per inning, and he gets one there. His 2nd of the game, 2 strikeouts per 2 innings here. He's right on pace.
Well, here's the hole in the lineup for the Huskies. I'm just kidding. Actually, he's a coach at the Andover High School. I coach with him.
Tyler Brick. And a called strike. I got guys on this team that played hockey as well.
Tyler Brick, I believe he was at Hamlin.
1 strike count. Foul back. 0-2 here to Brick. 209 average, 5 runs batted in, has a triple. 9 hits and 43 at-bats here for the Aces.
He was a fantastic addition to the Husky coaching staff.
You can't have enough good coaches.
Nope.
Swing and a miss on a drop ball. He fouled it at the plate. Ended up in his glove. Throw over to first, and Palmer needed a quick little stretch. But back-to-back strikeouts here. Brick goes down swinging with the putout at second. 2 up, 2 down. 5 up, 5 down here so far for Charlie Hutchinson. And the 6th batter here in the Aces lineup, Chase Oxborough, the 3rd baseman, steps into the batter's box. 200 average, 2 runs batted in, 2 hits, 10 at-bats, and a called strike, 1 strike.
Talking with Sam Ploas, he was mentioning that this is really the heaviest week that they've got with, 2 games last week in Duluth, 1 tonight, and then 3 towards the end of the week or during the weekend. So they've got
back.
Quite a few games happening right now. So we've seen some different players out there.
Yeah. Matt Merrick, coach and manager with the Champlin Park LoGators, is talking about how they usually play around 40 games in a regular season, and they might not get to 30 here this year because of all the postponements. But a big league game here. The top 2 teams in the Metro Minnie. This is going to be fouled to the right side. 1 ball, 2 strikes continuing here to chase Oxborough. If he gets on, Benji Bruce would bat for Andover. Lights are on, starting to take effect here at the Noble Sports Park. Just off a 6-10. Called strike 3. That's a mow 'em down inning for Charlie Hutchinson. 3 up, 3 down, 3 Ks. And the Aces are down in order, 1.5. Bottom of the second coming up. 3-0 Champlin Park on QCTV Sports. LoGators 17-8, just 1 league loss. Basically, victories this week, tonight and against Coon Rapids, the only team to beat them in the league, will give them the regular season crown. As the batter here is Ethan Mackey, big cut and a high pop-up. Shallow left center field. The shortstop Myers waiting for it to come down. He could have merged onto 6-10 in the time that one was up in the air and came down. And Mackey's retired, 1 out. We are just off of 610. You can see the freeway traffic and easy time getting here from my house in Otsego. 1 down. Max Robinson, the DH, batting in the number 9 spot. 1 hop to short. Myers this time on the ground. Sidearm sling across the diamond. 2 down.
Well, we're featuring Myers. This is the best way for Resnick to get through is just keep the ball down. Or tighten into the hands and just allow the hitters and the bat to do the work and watch your defense work behind you.
Yeah, he's not a high-velocity pitcher.
No.
He's got to go with control. He's got to change speeds as much as he can, move the ball around the strike zone, and as you mentioned, keep it down. And that's what that one is, but it's inside. Ball 1 here to Sam Raiola, who singled to lead off the game in the bottom of the first for the home team. 1 ball to count. Raiola here takes outside, 2-0. Jordan would bat next. The Ben Resnick 2-0 pitch. Hit the left center. Kuznia back. This is almost identical to what Jordan did in the first inning. That was at the base of the wall. And Raiola is on at second base. That's a double. He's 2 for 2. And with 2 down, That brings up big Logan Jordan, the catcher, who doubled off the fence in about that same spot back in the first inning.
Well, that wasn't a bad pitch. Raiola was just able to get his hands around, and he's such a good hitter. Able to really push that one out to left field.
So a big at-bat here for Resnick, wanting to keep it 3-0 here. Along with Jim Childs, I'm Jim Erickson, and a hazy, mostly still night here tonight, overcast. Dew points up, little humidity. Game time temperature was 74, and this one's popped up right side, right field. Heller camped under, makes the catch. So big out there for Resnick. He's able to strand Raiola at second base after that 2-out double. And we'll go to the third here for Champlin Park. They got one hit, no runs, one left. We go to the third. 3-0 LoGators lead the Aces. Monday night Town Team Baseball here on QCTV Sports. Nothing the score. Here comes Andover. Top of the third. This game moving decently along here tonight. Nice crowd. The sprawling Noble Sports Park, Brooklyn Park. My first time ever here. And Benji Bruce leads it off here for Andover. Up high and away, ball one.
Yeah, a quick fact about Benji. This is his first game back on QCTV. The last time he was on, he broke his leg in Anoka.
Swing and a foul tip into the glove of Jordan. 1-1 strike. So that was against the Bucks.
It was against the Bucks. It was a fly ball, and he got twisted around.
Fastball, strike two, 1-2.
Hutchinson's bringing it. Boy, I tell you what, he's working inside, outside. He is painting the outside of that plate.
Benji, 262 average, 7 runs batted in, 11 hits, 42 at bats here for the Aces. And it's up and away, 2-2. Weren't the Aces featured? Fox 9 had their town ball tour to Anoka.
Yep, with the Bucks and the Andover.
That was the Aces and Bucks on a Wednesday night. They were just in Princeton for their final one this past week and called a lot of ball games at Princeton. Of course, that's Eastern Mini baseball up there with the Hinckley Knights and
what a great stadium. Press box a little off, but it's a great stadium.
This one's fouled back. 2-2. We did a town ball. Was it me and you? We went up to Hinckley, or is that Joe? I can't remember. Yeah, we went up to Hinckley, which is old stomping grounds for me in my first radio job in Pine City. So that was fun here on QCTV. Those kind of trips are really cool. And their field up there, Brennan Field, is one that town ball tour should go to as well. I just don't know if they'll go as far as Hinckley. That's probably more Duluth market. As it's still 3 balls and 2 strikes here to Benji Bruce. But so many great ballparks in and around all of Minnesota. 3-2. And it's outside. And that's the first walk given up. First base runner here for Andover tonight. Benji Bruce does a nice job and draws and works a leadoff walk. He's on at first. And we'll get a pinch runner here. So there's one of the substitutions that we were talking about here for the Andover Aces. And that'll be number 48. And I don't think I have a number 48. Any idea?
It may be Anthony Pardo.
Okay. Tell him what he win. Tell him what he won. Anthony Pardo.
He's an Andover Husky. He was pitches Division I down in Illinois State.
All right, we'll go with Pardo. No relation to Don.
Don't think
It'd
so.
be great if he was. This one's fouled off the handle. Teddy Heller is the batter, wearing number 88, 271 average. Leads the team with 7 stolen bases, 3 runs batted in, 13 hits, 48 at bats. With a double playing in his 16th game here for Andover. Pardo over at first. This one, line little looper, and over the glove of Signs and into right field. So a walk and now a hit, and Andover trying to create something here with nobody out. Their first hit of the game, their first base runner, and now their first hit of the game, first and second for their number 9 hitter, Anthony Kuznia. Bottom third of the order coming up here for the Aces, getting things done.
Heller is he's just a hustler. He doesn't give up anything. That was a great pitch. It was on the outside part of the plate, able to just lift it over the second baseman.
Here's the left fielder Kuznia in just his 3rd game this season. 2 for 3. Hitting .667. First pitch to him, swing and a miss. Big cut against the Hutchinson fastball at about the letters. 1 strike, Kuznia. Step back in.
See if he throws another fastball in the same spot.
Here he comes, the 0-1, squares to bunt, pops it up, diving catch by Hutchinson. Oh, my. Did he hold on to it? No, he didn't. Everybody's going to be safe. They have to advance.
He's
hurt. Oh, he hurt his arm. Oh, no.
Yeah,
I thought when he landed awkwardly, and that's his right arm, it appears.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yep. Yeah.
Let's look at the replay here. The dive, he just kind of landed. He jammed his wrist maybe. Boy, that's the fear on that when you go down.
Mm-hmm. And he just left his glove out there, so he is done.
Yeah. And he did not. He had it in his glove, but I think maybe the shock and the pain of the impact on the ground maybe forced him to not be able to hold on to the baseball. So everybody moved up. It was a little pop-up bunt. No time at all to call infield fly in that instance, obviously. And the bases are going to be loaded. That's going to be a bunt base hit.
Yeah, that was really, it looked like a beautiful play, an unbelievable play.
You know, that's the thing, too, because he was catching it with it was a backhand, wasn't it? So that's kind of awkward coming through. And you think with a backhand, you're going to, he's catching with the backhand, the glove, and that's what happened. I think you get around and you kind of.
I think it might have been even his shoulder.
Hand. Well, that could be, too. Yeah. We don't like to speculate too much on that. So whatever it is it on that right side, sadly, here for Charlie Hutchinson. So to the bullpen, the LoGators go.
Lewis Walker come up. Tall drink of water, 6'4", 185.
And he's a lefty. We got lefties all over the place here for these 2 clubs. Big, tall, lanky left-hander. It seems like if you're a lanky pitcher, most of the times you're a left-hander. You just think of Randy Johnson.
Yes, yep.
Lewis Walker out of Minneapolis, played at Minneapolis Southwest, Concordia St. Paul. I do not have numbers for him on the season, so I don't think he has an appearance yet here on the mound. He has played in 8 games offensively, Lewis Walker has. 2 hits and 14 at-bats. This will be his 9th game appearance. Oh, there he is. Okay, I do have him on the pitching. He started 4 games. This will be his 8th appearance. 2-1 on the season. 4.18 is his ERA. 28 innings pitched, 24 hits, 17 runs, 13 earned. 24 strikeouts, 15 walks, and an ERA of 4.18. So Lewis Walker is the new pitcher. The injury of Charlie Hutchins is just really unfortunate.
Yeah, it is. And you think about this late in the season, how this could really impact your playoff run.
Oh, yeah. You got to think he's a big part of their pitching staff, obviously, with those numbers.
Yep. But what a break for the Aces. Now bases loaded, their ace is out, and a chance to cut into this 3-run lead.
2 hits, a walk, bases loaded, top of the order, too, and Kyle Law. And the first pitch from Walker is up high. Law takes it ball 1. He grounded to short. 0 for 1 here in the game tonight. Walker to the plate. That one tails outside.
Walker's got a little giddy up.
Yeah, that's got a little outside tail on it with the left-hander. Tailing away from the right-handed batter. But he's fallen behind. 2 balls and no strikes. Towards third. Nice backhanded stab by Raiola. He will run it down to third and will get the force out there.
What a play.
That'll score a run. So Pardo, the pinch hitter, comes in to score, pinch runner. Heller's forced out at third. Put out for the first out of the inning. Kuznia moves to second. Law safe on the fielder's choice. And the batter will be Clayton Fisher here for Andover. Able to get one across here. 3-1 score. Big swing and a miss. Walker to Fisher. 1 strike. Fisher struck out swinging in the first inning. 1 of 4 strikeouts for Charlie Hutchinson.
He pitched 2 innings, got 4 strikeouts.
Still responsible. That run will be charged. That run scored by Pardo will be charged to Hutchinson. Pulled foul down the first base line. No balls and 2 strikes to Fisher, is doing the DHing tonight for Andover. Kuznia at second, Laws at first. 0-2. Swung on and missed. Pulled the string. Fisher down second time here tonight. This time against Lewis Walker. 2 down.
That was a great pitch. 2 fastballs, and then he drops that. It looks like almost like a slurve.
Yeah.
That came in.
Pulled the string on it. So now 2 down, and the number 3 hitter, Logan Myers. Myers forced out on a good attempt by Maki in right field for a diving catch. And trying to stretch it to a double, he was thrown out 9-6. Bats here with a chance with a runner in scoring position. Takes low and in, ball 1, 1-0.
Myers is a good hitter. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes in the zone. He is short to the ball. Had a good swing.
Logan Myers and then Wyatt Myers here if Logan can get on. Fastball right there on the black of the plate on the outside, 1-1.
Well, Hutchinson was living there. Now you can see Walker just digging in. They're tough pitches to hit.
2 outs, a run in here for Andover. They've made it 3-1. Walker to the plate. That one's low. Good eye by Myers. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike.
So they talk about tunneling in baseball. So where the pitch is coming from basically the same arm slot and going to the same location, but it's a different pitch. You could see there that was a slider that dove in, and it was same track as a fastball, the previous fastball pitch.
421 average for Myers coming in. 2-1 pitch, and he reaches out, hits it to second. Signs will go the short way, get the force out at second base. They force out Law, but Andover finds a way. They get a run across. Unfortunately for Champlin Park, they saw an injury to their starting pitcher, Charlie Hutchinson. And over in the top of the third, they get a run on a couple of hits, and they'll leave a couple on. As we move on to the bottom of the third inning, Champlin Park 3, Andover 1. It's amateur baseball, Monday Night Baseball on QCTV. face a new Andover pitcher here. Jamison Kuznia will take over for Ben Resnick. Resnick went 2 innings, 3 runs, all of them earned, 5 hits, no strikeouts, no walks. And Jamison Kuznia will face Pooter, and Hellam. Sounds like a law firm, does it not? Popped up down the first base line, and a great play by Brick. That was Ken Herbeck-esque.
No doubt.
Running down the line away from the infield and making an over-the-shoulder back to the infield catch. What a play by Brick. 1 down on a pitch here for Adam Pooter.
The old guy can still get down there. Wow, that's impressive.
So here's Jack Pooter now for Champlin Park. Jamison Kuznia's 4th appearance, all in relief. 3.60 ERA, 5 strikeouts, 3 walks on the season, 5 innings pitched, 2 earned runs. And the first offering to Jack Pooter, a single and an RBI, his first at bat. Takes ball 1, 1-0.
It's a big part of the Huskies state tournament drive.
Popped up left side, tailing away Oxborough here in foul territory on the third base side. Is there, and he makes the catch. 2 up, 2 down. And I'll leave it up to Braden Hellam here for Champlin Park. Hellam grounded to second back in the first inning.
Jim, I want to give a shout out to the Andover VFW team who won the District 7, and they're going to the state tournament.
Excellence.
Kyle Hoppy, who's part of the Aces, is the head coach. They just won about a half hour ago.
And you heard it here. Live scoring updates from Jim Childs. Nice job. Ball 1 to Braden Hellam. 2 up, 2 down, nobody on. Breaking ball from the right-hander Kuznia trying the back door, and he missed. 2 balls and no strikes. Of course, on the Legion side of things, the District 10 term, I think, starts today. Was that today?
Yep.
The District Sub-State District 10. 2-0 pitch. Gets around and it down the line. Heller long run towards the line, and it's foul. Drops in the corner there in foul territory. 2 balls and 1 strike.
So the time of night, too, where the sky's a little tough. It's tough to pick up the ball immediately.
Twilight.
Yep.
Pelham gets on. Trent Palmer on deck.
Oh, good pitch.
Takes low. That was a good pitch.
Yes, it
good
was.
eye. Equally good eye there by Braden Hellam to go 3-1.
That's what you get. Golden Gophers teach them how to teach the strike zone. Helm a gopher.
And the pitch. Called strike 3. It's called strike 2, excuse me, on the outside corner. That'll fill the count. 3 balls and 2 strikes here to Hellam. On the outer half of the plate. Kuznia gets the sign. Here's his payoff. Breaking ball. Had him frozen. Nice pitch there. Jamison Kuznia comes in. Nice job in relief. Gets Champlin Park in order. 1, 2, 3 in the bottom of the third. We played 3. And it's 3-1 Champlin Park, leading Andover here on QCTV.
The 2024 Champlin Farmers Market has returned to Mississippi Crossings on Tuesdays from 2 to 6 p.m. until October 8th. Stop by and stock up on fresh produce, fruit, flowers, bread, honey, sauces, seasonings, and so much more. And while you're there, toss your name into the giveaway bowl to win a complimentary activity pass from Three Rivers Park District. Passes can be used for the horse trail, cross-country skiing, disc golf, the off-leash dog area, and archery. The new booth also features small activities and information on the park and program offerings. Some other vendors include Lone Wolf Greenhouse, Baked Gluten-Free Goodies, Breck's Greenhouse, Coastal Coolers, Chevelle Vegetable Farm, Great Harvest Bread, and Ma Bay's Taste of Liberia for homemade pepper sauce, where I just had to try their excellent mango habanero jam. For information about how you can become a vendor for next year's farmers market, visit thecityofchamplin.mn.us/farmers market to view vendor information and registration. So stop by next Tuesday to support local and to live Champlin.
Here we go, the Andover Aces, top of the fourth inning. A cloudy, overcast Monday night. Wyatt Myers, Tyler Brick, Chase Oxborough, the two batters for the Andover Aces. First pitch swinging here is Myers. Slow roller to short. Pooter on the run, and he can't come up with it. It scoots past him, and Myers is on. Official score, Jim Childs, E6.
E6. You know, a lot of that has to do with the fact that Myers was running it out hard, and Pooter had to. It was not hard hit ball. It was going to have to speed up his throw, and that hustle a little bit can cause a little reaction.
Something to be said about that, because that shortstop, he's got one eye on the ball, and he got to the corner of his eye. He can see how fast the runner's going down the line. He knows he's got to hurry.
Yep. Glove
to hand, and a lot of times that creates some pressure, and Myers is safe on the air. That's the first error charge to either team here tonight. Andover down 3-1. And the first baseman, Tyler Brick, made a great play last inning. Pops this up on the right side. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Myers used to running fast. He was a star running back for the Huskies this season.
Boy, you remember all that. I know I called Husky football. And now that you bring it up, I remember how big part of that offense that he was for the Huskies.
He basically was for the first couple of games.
Here's the pitch.
Ooh, good pitch.
And there's a sweeper, but it's low. And Brick with a good eye takes it 2 balls and 1 strike. Brick struck out one of that mow him down inning that Charlie Hutchinson had. He went 2+ innings. No runs, couple of hits, struck out 4, walked 1. This one is up the middle for a base hit. So Myers was safe on the air. He stops at second. And Tyler Brick has the third base hit here tonight for the Andover Aces. They just keep chipping away after falling behind 3-0. And we'll get a runner over at first base here for Andover. That'll be Colin Anderson. So Anderson over at first base. Nobody out. 2 on. Chase Oxborough struck out looking back in the second. Walker in relief of Hutchinson, and Oxborough gets a bat on it, fouls it back, 1 strike.
You know, it's great to see, you look at the Andover Aces, how many Andover high schools, we were talking in the break about, crossover. There's a lot of Andover Huskies playing for the Aces. Colin Anderson, one of them.
0-1. This one line caught in the air, easy double play. Signs over to Palmer.
It's going to be a triple play.
It's going to be a triple play. How about that? They were going on the contact, and Myers gets caught. Brick and Anderson, who's running for Brick, gets caught. And Oxborough, obviously the first out. You don't often see that. Not an unassisted triple play, but a triple play. 1, 2, 3, just like that, and they send up the minimum. How about it? I do my Mel Allen. How about that? It's just you don't see it very often, but Champlin Park able to pull it off, and we'll go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Andover, they get the run, and nobody left on with a triple play in that top of the 4th. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th, and it's 3-1 in favor of the LoGators. Bottom of the fourth. Triple play in the top of the fourth inning. Just the runners not aware of the situation there. They got caught off, and I don't know if they thought that the ball wasn't caught or what happened there. Sometimes you just get caught lollygagging a little bit, and Champlin Park took advantage of that. But I don't know the last time I've seen a triple play in a game
I was going to say that, yeah, it
very rare.
It is rare.
So it's bottom of the fourth. Champlin Park leading at 3-1. And it'll be Palmer, Signs, and Maki.
Palmer was just a unbelievable high school player. Just could basically carried. I don't want to say carried the Tornadoes, Anoka, but he was a major part.
He was fun to watch.
Yes, he was.
Every time he came to the plate. Backhanded by the catcher Myers.
You know, some of the comments from the coaching staff is he was the first one there, and he was the one who was picking up all the baseballs at the end and raking the field after everybody left.
2 balls and 1 strike here to Palmer. Fastball high here from Jamison Kuznia, starting his second inning of work here in relief of Resnick. 3 balls and 1 strike. Very calm night. We had rain earlier here today. Field, though, is in good shape. 3-1 offering. It's outside. Ball 4. One of the few walks that we've seen. First walk given up in the game tonight by Andover pitching. And you like to see that, right? I mean, guys have been around the plate, home plate area, and the other team's been swinging the bats. And, just good baseball as we're in the bottom of the fourth inning on this Monday night. Just the first walk given up by Aces pitching. And here's Signs. Grounded into an inning-ending fielder's choice in the first inning. 0 for 1. Kuznia's first pitch to him is a strike at the knees.
Last inning, he was starting him out with fastballs and finishing with curves. Now pitching, as they say, cliched backwards, where it starts with the curveball.
Signs 308 average on the season. That one missed. 1 ball, 1 strike. Breaking ball, popped up right side. Right fielder Heller, long run to the line. Still running, still on the run, and it just lands foul. Couldn't quite get there. The right-handed batter up. He's swung more towards right center than towards the line. So a new life here for Signs. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, you're right. When you have a bunch of walks, everyone just kind of relaxes, or not relaxes, but just the attention goes away from what baseball should be.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Maki on deck. And that's going to bounce off the catcher Myers' glove and a wild pitch. And back to the backstop. Palmer will move up. And it's 2-2. No one got away from Kuznia. Swing and a miss. Kuznia reared back, and Signs down swinging. Second strikeout for Kuznia. He reached back for a little extra on that one, popped the glove of Myers, 1 down.
Yeah, put it around the shoulders, and sometimes those pitches, especially with 2 strikes, they're just too juicy to pass up as a hitter.
Some high heat. So with 1 out, Palmer still at second. Ethan Maki. Flied out to short, 0 for 1. Popped it up again on the left side. This will be the pitcher, Kuznia. No, it's the third baseman, Oxborough, calls him off. It's his play all the way. Good job there by the infield of the Aces, 2 down.
Yeah, Kuznia did exactly what he should do and let somebody else take it. So
I saw that the scoreboard was on the field to our left, but there's not a game going on over there. This is a sprawling sports park here at Brooklyn Park. Noble Sports Park, a lot of soccer fields, Number of baseball fields, softball.
Mm-hmm.
DH Max Robinson.
Oh, that's a balk.
That'll be a balk. And runner will move up. Kuznia just stumbled a little bit there on the rubber. You'll take a look at it here, and he lost the right there.
Yeah.
It really wasn't a stumble. The ball just slipped out on him. The stumble came after that. So I think he was surprised that he lost the handle of the ball.
He was chasing the ball back, yeah.
Yeah, so a balk. Palmer now 90 feet away, 2 down. That goes as a no pitch. Dead ball.
Don't know what the discussion is right now, other than I think maybe that should have been a ball is what I think LoGators were asking for.
Yeah, now if it leaves his hand and he balks, is it still a pitch or is it a dead ball?
It's a dead
right
ball.
There.
It's
it should be a dead ball,
yep,
regardless. So I think there's just wanted to clarify that. 1 ball here to Max Robinson. Ground to short, 0 for 1 tonight. And the curveball is low and away. 2 balls and no strikes. In the top of the order, Sam Raiola for Champlin Park on deck, batting in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Well, Jamison came back from an injury and has not pitched a ton. You can see he's still trying to get the feel of his pitch.
Fastball, trying to frame that pitch. You can see there Logan Myers, and it stays outside, and it's 3-0. I think it's the first 3-0 count that either team has had from any of their pitchers tonight. That's how good they've been doing.
And we have not had many. You are right.
Here is the 3-0. Swinging on 3-0. Popped up right side brick. This one much more routine than the one he made earlier, and that'll be the 3rd out of the inning. So Kuznia did a nice job. After the walk, the wild pitch, and the balk, he strands Palmer at 3rd. Here in the bottom of the 4th, Champlin Park goes scoreless. 4 innings full here. Town team baseball. 3-1 Champlin Park leading Andover. Leads it off for the Andover Aces. Teddy Heller and Anthony Kuznia, the new batters, facing Lewis Walker, starting his 2nd full inning. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, Walker came in relief. You're just joining us. Champlin Park ace Charlie Hutchinson was kind of cruising right along, although he had given up a walk and a single. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. And then on a popped-up bunt off the bat of Anthony Kuznia, he went for a diving catch on the first base side of the mound. 2-2 here to Bruce, and landed awkwardly on his right arm and immediately basically took himself out of the game. We hope that he's okay. Hope it's nothing serious, obviously, for a wonderful pitcher in Charlie Hutchinson, who's making his 8th start of the season. 2-2. On the end of the bat, roller right side and through the hole. Leadoff hit by Benji Bruce. Good piece of hitting there, Jim.
It was an excellent piece. And I was just thinking, I said, Walker's living on the outside part of the plate. What you need to do, especially when he's throwing as hard as he is just go with it. And that's exactly what Benji Bruce did. And I tell you what, the Aces have had traffic on the base paths.
Teddy Heller, who singled in the third. Off of Hutchinson. Squares to bunt, pulls back, low ball one. So Andover after tonight, at Coon Rapids Tuesday, Centennial Wednesday, although there's already a score on that one. I think that might have been a game that had been. Yeah. What do you know about that Centennial game on Wednesday? I have 4-4 on my schedule.
I think it's maybe the finish of that game.
Okay. So that's why it's as a tie, and they're going to finish that game. I got you. So that's why it shows as 7-2-1. So really, the Aces are 7-2. And there are no ties in baseball. There's no crying in baseball, and there's no ties in baseball, unless, of course, it's the Major League All-Star game.
And then you have a swing. Well, I guess
Now we got a swing off.
Yeah, now we got a swing off.
Which I guess if they got to decide it some way. Might as well do rock paper scissors. But the players are really excited about it, and that was the key. I think they were really into it. 2-1 pitch, swung over the top. That evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So they'll have the completion of the Centennial game Wednesday. They'll play Friday at Forest Lake, taking on the Brewers. And then they play Coon Rapids again on Sunday. So they're packing in a lot of games here with the postponements, are the Aces. Low 2-2, that'll fill the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Heller.
Sam Plohas has done such a great job, and Matt Merrick, both of them, of attracting and keeping, all of these really highly successful college players.
And that one's off the leg, hit him. So 2 on, nobody out, just like the start of the third inning when Andover scored their lone run to make it 3-1. And the number 9 here, Anthony Kuznia, the batter. And it's key for the managers and the people running these teams, just the work that they put into it. Keeping the stats up to date, which are really handy for us, scheduling and all the things, the field and scheduling the field to make sure the field is being maintained. Obviously, this is a city field here at City of Brooklyn Park, but still having to coordinate with them.
Bunt is on.
Yeah, he squares, lays it down. Pitcher Walker will play it. He'll have one play over to first, and he throws it into the dirt. But Palmer has always been known as a vacuum over there, and he's able to vacuum that one up. But they now move the tying runs into scoring position here at third and second on a successful sacrifice bunt by Anthony Kuznia, 1 out.
Well, it's the second time he bunted. He's got a single and a sack.
Yeah, his bunt was the earlier one that caused the injury to Hutchinson. Top of the order, Bruce at third, Heller at second for Kyle Law, 0 for 2. Could tie the game here with one swing of the bat. Popped it up. First baseman Palmer to the fence, and he makes a great catch on the warning track, running away from the infield in foul territory, and then he fires it home, 2 outs. Our first basemen are putting on clinics right now as far as those foul balls tonight.
Well, he play before, he makes a great scoop over there. Now he's running down the line against the fence and making that catch. Not an easy catch at all, especially when you hit the warning track. There's a reason why it's called warning track. You know that there's metal coming up. And he did a nice job of being able to.
Here's Clayton Fisher in his first game, 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. He'd love to contribute here. Lefty against lefty. And it's up and in, ball 1.
I think if he had his druthers, he'd like to face a right-hander his first game back.
Yeah, nothing but lefties here so far for Champlin Park. Hutchinson and now Walker.
And they're both throwing probably mid-80s.
1 ball, no strikes. Now 2-0. Bruce led off with a single, and then Heller hit by a pitch. They were sacrificed up by Kuznia with 2 outs. 3-1 Champlin Park. 2 balls and no strikes. Ooh, that got him on the hand. Ouch. Up and in and tight. he'll get first base. That loads him up. Not the way I'm sure that Fisher wanted to get on base there.
No,
but,
not at all.
That can hurt.
And you mentioned it right from the first pitch that Walker had. He has got a tailing fastball, and that one tailed right into the hands. And as a baseball player, the most important piece of your body are your hands. He's coming out.
Yeah, I hope that his hand is okay. Now I was watching, who was it, Buxton? Somebody got hit on the hands for the Twins, and they've got batting gloves, but then they also
have this pad,
pad over the top of it, and I don't know if, there might be some guys at this level that have that as well. I looked with my binoculars. I don't believe Clayton Fisher utilizes that, but, those higher-end players now at the higher levels, they are padded up. They've got Kevlar. They're all ready to go with all kinds of shielding.
Well, you watch the first base coach, and he gets loaded up with all the equipment.
Yeah, he needs a duffel bag for everything. He first has got to give him the oven mitt and then take everything that they wore when they were at bat. It's ball one here to Logan Myers, the catcher. Base is loaded here for Andover. They're down by 2 with 2 down. Chance to tie it here with a base hit. It's a called strike, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Eli Nyhammer is at first base.
Running for Fisher.
Yep.
1-1 pitch. Grounded to the left side. Diving play there by Raiola will be the shortstop, and he'll go the short way. Nice play. Adam Pooter over to Signs. And Andover, they threaten, but they do not score here in the top of the 5th inning. We had some heroics, but nothing across here for the Aces. No runs, 1 hit, and they leave the bases loaded here in the top of the 5th. We go to the bottom of the 5th, 4.5, 3-1 Champlin Park. Champlin Park batting in the bottom of the 5th inning in the top of their order. Raiola, Jordan, Adam Pooter. They lead it here 3-1. All 3 runs for Champlin Park scored in the first inning. And a first pitch curve here for Jamison Kuznia starting his 3rd inning. And Kuznia glides it across, 1 strike. Raiola 2 for 2 tonight. And jammed him off the hands, and it's 0-2.
You talk about protection, and there is nothing on Sam Raiola. He doesn't even have batting gloves on.
No, old school.
Yes.
Harmon Killebrew.
Yep.
I made that same comment when I saw that glove that Buxton was wearing. We got hit on the hand. I go, it's just so different than the old days.
Yeah. Well, Sam's living in the old days.
Yeah, I love that. Old school baseball. Old-time baseball. Raiola here fights this one off. And it's no balls and 2 strikes here to the LoGator third baseman. Single in the first and a run scored. Doubled in the second, but was stranded. Hit one to the base of the fence in left center field. Kuznia looking for his sign from Myers. He's ready. Here's the wind, and the 0-2 goes fastball high. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
So Sam Raiola pitched as a freshman in the MIAC championship in which Bethel won. He was the winning pitcher.
1-2, and he lifts this one into the air. Shallow left, Kuznia in, Myers out, and the shortstop. Myers makes the catch, calling off Kuznia, and they're able to avoid the collision. 1 down.
Boy, it looked like Wyatt didn't want anything to do with it, and then all of a sudden he was like, oh boy, I better get this, and
he realized he had committed, and
yes,
he didn't know.
It did.
I would imagine there, I never played shortstop probably ever in my life, and if it was, I was forced to play there. And I don't know what that would be like. I mean, you're out there, all you see is green. You kind of maybe lose track of where you're at, and you're not sure if the left fielder's got it. You got a bead on it, so you don't know if he's got a bead on it. So the communication part is very important.
Well, you're taught to go until somebody calls you off, and that's exactly what Wyatt did. Kind of was waiting for Kuznia to say something, and he did exactly what he was supposed to do.
That one is inside. Logan Jordan. A ringing double. Knocked in a run in the first inning. Hit the fence on the fly in the left center field gap. Takes a sweeper that hits the corner. Two balls and 1 strike. Adam Pooter in the on-deck circle. Kuznia just missed inside with his fastball.
See what he does here. He's got, on a 2-0 pitch, he went to a curveball. Let's see if Logan Jordan is looking for that curveball on this 3-1 pitch.
And he got it, and he took it for a ball. So Jordan is on with a base on ball. Second walk given up by Kuznia. We had the hit by pitch. We had 2 guys hit by pitch, didn't we, last inning?
We did.
Champlin Park pitchers have only walked 1 tonight here as well. That was starting pitcher Charlie Hutchinson. Now the second walk given up by Andover pitching. Here's Adam Pooter. 0 for 2. Ground out and flied out. Brick made a nice play in foul territory for the Andover Aces. 1 ball here to Pooter. Pitch to Pooter, fights it off, tailing, slicing, and it's going to land in front of Heller in right field. Chugging around third is Jordan. He'll get there, and the throw is off the mark, and Jordan's going to take a chance. Here's the throw. It's up the first base line, and he is safe. And it's 4-1 Champlin Park. That throw from the right side to third base, trying to get the runner, trying to get Jordan, was off the line, and Jordan did a nice job, as did the third base coach down there. Looks like that's Henry Siemens coaching at third down there for Champlin Park, and they went with it, and he scored to make it 4-1.
You see the frustration on Wyatt Myers. That was delivered to his brother, who was expecting to be at third base, covering third base on that overthrow. But great base running. I mean, the proverbial catcher running, and it certainly didn't look like. Looks like Jordan's got some wheels on him.
Yeah, and he appeared to be a little shaken up, a little bit on that dive and slide into home plate.
Well,
Either that or he's just a little bit tired running from first base.
Well, yeah.
That could be it as well. He had expended all of his energy and didn't have any to get up quickly. So Pooter gets a single. No run batted in. That'll be an error. Second error charged in the game. 1 to each team. And here's Jack Pooter now. Single and RBI. And a fly out to third in foul territory. Takes ball one here to start out this at bat with one down, and Champlin Park's expanded their lead. It's 4-1. Infield in with a runner at third. In the dirt, 2-0. Good stop there by Myers. So in all of that, Pooter, who had the little flare base hit to the right side, ends up at third base. So he's 90 feet away. Champlin Park first place in the Metro Minnie, trying to get closer to a regular season championship. This one is hit well, right center field, and it is gone. The bat flip by Jack Pooter. He knew it was gone. We had to wait up here to make sure. Law and Heller tried to track it down, but it's over the fence in right center field. It's a 2-run blast for Jack Pooter, and it's 6-1 LoGators.
Well, he took that one and just crushed it. And it was a curveball that came down. He was waiting for it. And like you said, that bat flip kind of said it all.
That's his second home run of the season. RBIs 13 and 14, leading the team now in that category. 3 runs in the inning, and the batter is Helm, left-handed swinging left fielder. 2 balls and no strikes here to start out this at bat. 1 out, bases are now empty after the long ball by Pooter. 2 for 3 tonight, and 3 runs batted in. As a team, Champlin Park, their 6th home run on the season. Andover has 9 homers, ball 4 pitch walk. Helm on at first.
Yeah, this may be it for, well, it will be now as Tyler Rowland will come out and relieve and take the ball from Jamison Kuznia. We got a lefty coming in.
Kuznia will go 2 1/3. 3 runs. Still responsible for Helm after the walk. He's on at first. Gave up 2 hits, both in this inning. And, of course, the big one, the 2-run home run. Struck out 1, walked 2. Actually struck out 2, walked 2 in his 2 1/3 innings. Ben Resnick started, went 2 innings. And to the bullpen we go here for the Aces in the bottom of the 5th.
I think that's Charlie Hora.
That is Charlie Hora. So Hora, the left-hander, in relief. Be his 7th appearance, all in relief. 9 innings pitched. Has 1 save, no wins, no losses. He's 1 for 1 in save opportunities. 12 hits, 7 runs, 12 walks, 76 strikeouts. Now, wait a minute. I'm looking at Andrew Rakow. Hora, 6. This is his 7th appearance. 2 1/3, or 9 innings pitched. 12 hits, 7 runs, all of them earned. 12 walks, 20 strikeouts. And his ERA 8.00. They even put the lines here, and I still couldn't follow it. So
out of the 27 outs that he's had in the 9 innings, 20 of them have been strikeouts. That's
a high ratio.
That is a high ratio, but so is the amount of walks and hits. So one thing that as you look at, so Jamison Kuznia got through the entire lineup. And he gave up 2 walks during that time. But as soon as it flipped, and against a good hitting team like the LoGators are, Adam Pooter, his 2nd time up, and he gets a single. And then Jack Pooter, his 2nd time up against Kuznia, he delivers a home run. Those are the only 2 that had a chance to bat twice against Kuznia. And you can just see what that means to once you've seen a pitcher once.
And things don't get any easier because here comes Trent Palmer. Yeah. Single and a walk, RBI, his 11th of the season back in the 1st inning. Palmer, 357 hitter. 42 at bats coming into tonight. And now the runner at first, one down. He's the first man that Hora will face. Runner goes, throw down there, not in time. And a stolen base. And now we'll get a runner. They'll re-enter. That was a courtesy runner for Hellam. And now they'll re-enter Hellam. He's now back there running at second base.
Yeah, I did not catch who that was.
No, I didn't either. Pitch was a ball. 1-0 here to Palmer. Big swing, hits it in the air on the right side. Heller towards the line, diving. Did he get it? He got it. Diving catch at the line. And tagging and advancing up to third is Hellam. Another great fielding play. Boy, we've seen a few of those here tonight. That just gives you an idea of the quality and the type of athletes that we have on the field for both teams here tonight. Here's a look at it again. Great look, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful shot from our home plate camera.
Yeah, we've seen some great defensive plays.
So that's the second out of the inning. Runner now at third. Little insurance there to try and expand their lead here for Champlin Park, leading at 6-1 in the bottom of the fifth inning. Signs to face Hora. Third pitcher of the night here for Andover, and a fastball is in tight. Ball one. 3 runs, a couple of hits, an error, a couple of walks here this inning for Champlin Park, giving them their 3 runs. Swing and a miss. Hora rearing back, 1-1. And that one got away all the way to the backstop. Friendly bounce for Myers, and no chance for Hellam to try and score. 2 balls and 1 strike.
And that friendly bounce is absolutely the right call on that one. That one just boomeranged back to Myers.
Yeah, that could have ricocheted in a different direction. So fortunate there for Hora and the Aces. To the plate, 2-1.
Good pitch.
On the outside corner. Signs had to let that one go. And it's 2-2 now.
Hora's kind of the classic Nuke Lelouch.
He's painting the black.
And hitting the bull.
2-2. Again, tried to hit that outside corner that time. Missed, and it's 3-2.
3-2. This would be a great pitch for like a backdoor curveball or slider. Let's see if he stays with the fastball or.
Hellam at third. It's a full count,
There it
and he
is.
tried just that, and it stayed outside.
Oof. Good call by the official.
Yeah, it was coming back. From our angle here, it looked like it didn't come all the way back, so it's ball 4. And Signs draws a walk. Runners at the corners. The 8th LoGator to bat here in the bottom of the 5th inning, Ethan Mackey. Fly to short, fly to right. Fly to third. Both to the left side, both in the infield. And he'll take the first one, ball 1.
Hora needs to check the runner. He needs to probably do a courtesy call over to first base.
Signs getting his lead there. Here he delivers to the plate with the set. Now 2-0. 3 runs in here for Champlin Park. They've extended the lead from 3-1 to 6-1. And not yet done here in the bottom of the 5th. 2-0. That tails up and away. 3-0. DH Max Robinson, the due batter here for Champlin Park. Top 4 teams in the Metro Mini in this order: Champlin Park, Andover, then the Coon Rapids Redbirds, and the Anoka Bucks. 3-0, ball 4. He loads them up. So basically loading the bases on base on balls. Hellam drew a walk. Final at bat, final batter faced by Jamison Kuznia. He's at third right now. Signs moves to second. Mackey's at first. And here is the DH, Max Robinson, 0 for 2, ground out. Flied out to first base, and a nice play by Brick. Batting with the bases loaded here, Hora and a jam. And delivers a strike here, 1 strike. Infield obviously a normal depth here with 2 down. That one just missed. 1 ball, 1 strike. The Shoreview Stump Grinders.
Another
They're
great
the last place team in the Metro Mini, but they deserve to be bumped up at least a spot just for their name.
Well,
that should be worth at least a couple of league wins, just the name.
Now, Twin Ports, I don't know.
Well, I saw a note. They were new.
Yep.
They were new in the league this year. St. Michael dropped, as we've got a timeout and a discussion on the mound. St. Michael dropped this year, and the St. Michael Saints, and then the Twin Ports Timbers. But I'm not very familiar with them. Is that Two Harbors in Duluth? Is that? I mean, that seems like a long ways to go. But they want to be in Class B.
We're gonna.
Yeah, start doing your research.
Yes.
Look that one up. Fastball, missed high. Now 2 balls and 1 strike after the conference on the mound. Critical juncture here. Andover doesn't want to fall behind any more than 6-1 here. 2-1 delivery, foul off the catcher Logan Myers' gear. Evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, bases loaded with 2 outs.
I believe they are up in Duluth.
I bet they play at Wade Stadium.
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
The delivery low, filling the count here, 3-2. 9th man to bat here. 9th LoGator to come to the plate. Nowhere to put Robinson. Bases juice, 3-2. Outside, ball 4. That'll force in a run via the walk. Robinson to first, Mackey to second, Signs advances, Hellam comes in to score. You take away the foul fly and the great catch by Heller. That's 4 walks in a row, 4 of the last 5 at bats here. And Champlin Park extending their lead 7-1. And that'll bring us to the top of the order. Sam Raiola, who led off the inning with an out, a fly to left, base is still loaded. Fastball, a strike at the letters on the outer half.
I think you were talking about we hadn't had many walks earlier.
Yeah, I jinxed them. Yeah, should have just shut my mouth. 1 strike, fouled to the right side, out of play. 0-2.
Well, you can see there's nothing more frustrating than when you're the guy with the ball on the mound and you just can't find the plate, and it happens to everyone once in a while. Time and again.
Charlie Hora, 3rd pitcher tonight for the Aces. Delivers it low. Raiola takes. Myers blocks it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that's in the dirt. Myers again with a block. Here at the Noble Sports Park. I've driven past here on a nighttime in the summer on 610 many times. I've seen the lights on here when they put this new park in here with the grandstand and everything, and I want to be like the broadcast from there. Dream comes true here tonight. 2-2 pitch. Looped into right center field of the base hit. That'll score 2. As Signs has scored, Mackey has scored. It's a clutch 2-out base hit. Just a little flare to the right side over the second baseman Bruce's head. 2 more runs in, 9-1 Champlin Park.
A really nice piece of hitting by Raiola, who just, again, a fastball that was tailing away, but it was up in the zone. He was able to just elevate that over Bruce.
Raiola now 12 runs batted in, knocking in 2 there. Runners are at the corners. It's a 6-run inning. And the batter, Logan Jordan, the catcher, ball 1.
So if you're going to steal, you're going to go on what's called first movement. The first time he moves, he's kind of slow to home.
Hit the other way, but foul. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And I'm pretty sure that Raiola's got some stolen bases.
I was just looking at that 14.
14, yep.
To the plate, 1-1. Tails away, 2-1. Mention Andover's schedule. Champlin Park. Tomorrow they host Anoka here. Then they host Coon Rapids. They play Wednesday and Friday. Maple Lake Lakers will be here. They got a nice ballpark in Maple Lake. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Logan Jordan. And then the section playoffs begin August 1st and 2nd. And some of those games in Section 3 we played here, also at Castle Field in the dirt. Myers blocks it. Wild pitch. And Raiola he's at third. He'll stay there. Robinson, let me see here. No, Robinson's at third. Raiola advances from first to second on the wild pitch. Now second and third. And a 3-2 payoff pitch outside. And Hora having a hard time finding the strike zone here. And Jordan, with that walk, will load him up. 2 outs. Robinson at third, Raiola at second, Jordan at first for Adam Pooter, who singled earlier this inning and then came in on the home run by Jack Pooter. That seems like ages ago.
Well, this is batter number 12, I believe, isn't it?
Outside, ball 1, 1-0. It is the 12th LoGator to bat. Bottom of the 5th. They've opened this one up here. 6-run inning, threatening for more. The base is loaded. Still 2 outs, so Hora and the Aces just need to get an out to get out of this inning and end the damage. Got to get a ball in. A couple have gone out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike to Adam Pooter. 1 for 2 on the night. 1 for 3. Check that. A ground out, fly out, and that single earlier this inning. Hits this one well to left center field. On the run is Law. Kuznia and Law able to track it down. That looked like at first that one was going to carry a little bit further, but Law was able to track it down shy of the warning track. Pooter is down, and the LoGators are down, but not before they score 6 runs, 3 hits, 1 error, and they leave the bases loaded in the bottom of the 5th, and they've opened up now an 8-run lead as we go to the 6th. Champlin Park 9, Andover 1.
Hi, I'm Tom Goodrich, founder of Fishing for Life. Looking for a meaningful way to engage your employees? Our REI program offers corporations the chance to make a difference while fostering teamwork and connection. We're mobile, so we come to you and we bring everything you need. Together, your team will rebuild thousands of rods and reels, giving them a second life. These aren't just fishing rods, they're tools of hope, ready to be given to kids and veterans who need them most. Make your next corporate event truly impactful. Visit fishingforlife.org to schedule your team's volunteer experience today. Together, we can make a difference. One cast, one connection, one life at a time.
Jim Childs, along with Jim Erickson, that's me. It's the Jim and Jim show here tonight. And Champlin Park has themselves a nice little 9-1 lead as we move to the top of the 6th inning here for the Aces. And a big hole to dig out of here is the second place team in the Metro Mini League. And Lewis Walker who has been pitching since the third inning when starting pitcher Hutchinson went down with an injury. Attempting to make a diving catch on a popped-up bunt. You know, Andover threatened in the fifth inning. They left 2 runners on scoring position. Felt bad here. Wyatt Myers, the shortstop, then Brick and Oxborough, the 2 batters. And it's low, ball 1 here to Wyatt Myers. Myers struck out looking, reached in an air, and then was part of that 4-3-6 triple play to end the 4th inning. Bouncer towards third. Great diving play by Raiola. It was off his glove. It's going to be a hit. Just the fact he got his glove on it, Jim. A wonderful play. Great range by Raiola over at third. But Myers is on. Infield hit.
You know, what's impressive is it was a bouncing ball, so he had to plan where it was going to be the lowest to be able to dive on it. And, again, almost a great play. You know, that triple play really kind of turned the momentum around for the Champlin LoGators.
First pitch swinging here is Tyler Brick. Flies it out to shallow right. Mackey coming in, 1 out. Yeah, I tell you what, Raiola getting to that. I couldn't get to that with a fishing net. With a really long handle. Like one you'd use off a cruise ship. So Raiola showing off the range. 1 down. Brick retired. Myers staying put at first for Chase Oxborough. Strikeout, and he flared out. Started that triple play. Little looping, sinking liner that Signs caught in the air, and then the 2 aces base runners got caught off the bases and caught off guard as well. 2 balls and no strikes to Oxborough. Throw over. Palmer holding there with Myers. Fastball up high. It's amazing to see just the development here along this 610 corridor. Still relatively new when they opened it up all the way. It had been open partially, but once they opened it all the way up to 94, 3-0 payoff, ball 4. Oh, they called him a strike. A little ahead of myself there, 3-1. And now they're going to have access to 610 coming from the westbound or the eastbound, the westbound side. Here's a bouncer to short, Pooter, and that's flagged down off his glove, no play. Official score, Jim?
Oh, that's a hit.
Yeah. Not a routine play by Adam Pooter at all, that bouncer in on the grass. So infield hit for Oxborough. Myers stops at second. So now you'll be able to get onto 610 here coming westbound and then get on to 94 going eastbound off of 610. I bet you it was the folks at Hy-Vee. They said, we're not getting enough people to come in. We need people off of 94 coming over here in the different directions. But because before all 610, the only connection was 94 West.
94 West,
you could get on there coming east or going west towards St. Cloud and Rogers, which I think was the initial plan. And I think there's also a plan to extend 610, continue looping all the way around.
Well, that would be the right thing to do because it gets, I mean, Rogers, St. Michael, Albertville, that area is just blowing up.
Well, it would be a third loop. I think that's the plan of it. Is we're talking MnDOT talk here on the QCTV baseball broadcast is brought to you by Blizzo, your favorite MnDOT snowplow. Well, it's 9-1. We got to have a little fun, don't we? First and second. Benji Bruce is the batter, rolled towards third. Raiola charge, plants, throws, and got him at first. It drew Palmer a little bit off of the bag, but was still able to make the tag, and we have 2 outs.
What a fantastic play. On the move by both ends. First baseman, third baseman. Great play.
And that'll leave it up to Teddy Heller wearing old number 88, single and hit by a pitch.
It's a pretty common baseball number, right?
I think so. Little flare, and on the run, it's over signs. That'll score one. Here comes Oxborough, and he dives in head first. So a 2-run, 2-out bloop base hit for Teddy Heller knocks in a couple of runs. And Andover chipping in here a couple of runs to make it 9-3. Clutch hitting here by Teddy Heller. Just getting the bat on the ball.
Heller 2 for 2 so far today, and really a nice pitch. He hit a great season at DCTC down in Dakota County.
So a couple of RBIs. The left fielder Kuznia bats, and that gets away from the catcher Jordan. And Heller will move up. Heller gets RBIs 4 and 5. Knocking in 2 there. Makes it 9-3. Gets a crooked number up there for Andover. Runner in scoring position, and Kuznia trying to show that they're not done yet. 1 ball pitch to him. Up and in. 2 balls, no strikes. Kuznia 1 for 1, sacrifice and a single. And that was on a bunt attempt. That was the one that Hutchinson was injured on. Lazy fly ball to center. And Jack Pooter there to haul it in. Kuznia down and Andover down. The Aces down at the top of the 6th inning, but they get a couple of runs back. 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 left, 5.5. 9-3 LoGators here on QCTV. Continuing the town ball tradition here with the Metro Mini matchup. Champlin Park hosting Andover here tonight along with Jim Childs. I'm Jim Erickson. Champlin Park coming off a big 6-run 5th inning as we move to the 6th. Jack Pooter leads off here. He had a 2-run home run. His 2nd home run of the season. 14 RBIs now, leads it off. First pitch, 1 strike. Charlie Hora starting his first full inning of work. And misses there in the 2nd pitch, 1 ball and 1 strike.
I think he actually, late call. It was a strike. He's 0-2.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Yeah, yep. Sorry. Dan's getting a little tired
No
back
balls
there.
and 2 strikes. Well, he's carrying the load. You know,
Yeah.
The whole game's on his shoulders.
Yep.
That's a ball, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Dan Hamann is our umpire tonight. He's a fixture in the Eastern Mini League because he played with the Isani Redbirds, and he also ran the team in Chisago Lakes, was it the Bulldogs, and kind of kept that team going for many years. He was a teacher up at Chisago Lakes. That was bounced through the hole into right field for a base hit. And Jack Pooter, also he's the voice of Gopher women's hockey, something I was lucky enough to do for 3 or 4 seasons in the early 2000s, the very early years of Gopher women's hockey Division I when they opened up. I did the first ever game at Ritter Arena, which was
Did you
fun.
really?
Yeah. Heck of a facility.
It's a great facility. Done a couple of state tournament games there, and it's fantastic.
Pooter's over at first. That's Jack. Hellum the batter now. Walked his last at bat. 1 strike to him here from Hora. In the air, high fly ball. Heller didn't see it, still doesn't see it, and it's going to land between him and the fence. He lost it up into the sky. They had to hold up. Pooter, though, is going to score. 10-3 Champlin Park. Heller out and right. He just lost the sight of it. It was such a high ball. I think it was up above the lights, and that's what caused the problem for him.
Yeah, you can see it. He looks like he has it, and then he's like, oh, hands, palms up, and it just about hit him. And actually, he's not. That is not Heller right now. That's actually Drew Law. Drew Law
now in right field.
Sorry, Drew, but we got to give.
Well, how would we know?
Yeah, we got to give Heller a break on that one.
So Drew was in right field. That'll go as a double. The batter is Trent Palmer. So 2 up, a single, a double, a run in. They got one of those runs back. And a 1-1 pitch coming up here to Palmer. Single walk and a foul out. Takes a strike there. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes to big Trent Palmer.
Went to the University of Jacksonville. Do you know the name? The mascot.
That's in Mississippi. Is that the one in Mississippi, or where is this? Florida?
Florida.
Okay.
I believe it's the Dolphins.
Okay.
Jacksonville Dolphins. He's an All-American there. Drafted in the 3rd round by the Blue Jays. Pitched for 4 years with the Blue Jays.
1-2 delivery. Fastball. Now even 2-2.
It was really a part of that 2017 class that had Max Meyer, Sam Carlson, and Trent Palmer. All of them. I think Trent was drafted 84th overall. Max Meyer drafted 3rd. And Sam Carlson drafted 55th.
And who says Minnesota can't produce good baseball players? Obviously, we've had some Hall of Famers, of course. There's a called strike, 3-2. Palmer down looking, 1 out. But it's not so much the quality, it's the quantity. I think Minnesota's always had a quality player here and there, but I think with the youth system and the summer ball and everything, I think that just perpetuates, because obviously the high school season is short.
Yeah.
And much shorter than it would be in some of the warmer southern western climates and so forth, as the batter here is Signs.
As much as I don't like to give the club baseball credit, that really is fueling the success right now and the talent.
1-0 pitch. Roller to third. Oxborough throws it across the diamond, and it's high. Everybody's going to be safe. That'll be an error. And everybody moves up. Signs to second. Hellum to third. Yeah, those club teams, and so they fight for players during the summer with your Legion and your VFWs, right?
Yeah, they have really put a nick into that the community, and that's what I think one of the reasons why town ball is becoming more and more popular, especially in the metro.
Here's Ethan Mackey. It's up high, ball 1.
5-10 years ago, there was not, a litany of Division I players for town ball, especially in the Metro
Mm-hmm.
Mini. The Mini Metro, sorry.
Yeah, it is flourishing.
Yep.
Swing and a miss. Ethan Mackey tonight. Flied out to short, flied out to third, walked, scored a run. 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 down. 10-3 Champlin Park. They bat in the bottom of the 6th inning. In the dirt here, and it's 2-1. Back when I first started calling town baseball, amateur baseball, they were regions.
Mm-hmm.
Now, just like they followed the high school route, and they now call them sections.
Yep.
Swing and a miss, 2-2.
Well, I've been in, different states and watched, and as you have too, with throughout your professional career. Minnesota does it right. Just the way, especially in high school, everybody ends in the loss with the exception of one team in per class, and I think that is something special. There are other states where you've got to make the playoffs, and I think it's great that the big tournament starts for every sport.
Yeah, you start fresh.
Yep.
0-0. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hora off the glove of Myers, back to the backstop, and Hellam comes in. 11-3. Signs ends up at second. Fills the count here to Amaki. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Still just the 1 out here in the 6th inning.
Ethan Mackey, I tell you, impressive about him. He was able to help lead Legacy Christian to state tournament.
Oh, and he rips this one off the glove of Oxborough. Got a glove on it, then Myers backs it up. That'll be a base hit. It'll be an RBI. Mackey knocks in Signs. And those 2 runs that Andover scored in the top of the inning, Champlin Park has gotten those back plus 1, and it's 12-3. And a pitching change here for the Aces.
Well, is that Sam Abbas? Sam Abbas coming in to throw. I don't think I've ever seen him throw. He's playing at Bethel right now. He's a catcher. Graduated from Andover.
3-run inning here. 3 runs, 3 hits, an error. So from your knowledge, has Sam pitched before at any level that you know of? So
I don't know. I know that he's pitched at some levels, but I don't. Is this the kind of proverbial position player?
That's where I was. That's where I was kind of going with it. We've seen that plenty at the major league level.
What's your thought on that? I mean, there are 2.
Yeah, who was it? Trevor Plouffe who was doing the game the one night, and I think he was the one who just he doesn't like it. He thinks it's ridiculous and shouldn't be done, and it's kind of a mockery. But at the same time, you look at it and you're losing 20-1, and you've already used 9 pitchers.
Exactly.
What else can you do other than just say, we don't have any pitching left. We got a game tomorrow. We got to do something to work our way through it here. The only other option there is just say, game over, or come up with a mercy rule in Major League Baseball. Come up with a 10-run rule or something after 7 like we do here at the amateur side.
Yeah, but the vendors get a little upset at that.
Right, yeah, right.
So
I would say just keep going until they can't sell beer anymore. So if they cut the beer off in the 7th inning, that's when you stop a game when it's 20-1. That's probably make a little compromise there.
Mm-hmm. No more beer, no more baseball.
Yeah. So the DH Robinson bats. The runner at first. Still the 1 out. And Sam Abbas here making his pitching debut for the Aces. Delivers that one high. Obviously a good athlete. He's got an arm. But that doesn't always translate into pitching, does it?
No, it doesn't.
There's a lot more to pitching than just throwing. And that's high.
You know, if you're the Aces right now and you're out in the field and you've just lived through the last inning where you had 12 batters come up and, 5 walks, 6 walks, and you just want them to throw strikes.
There's a base on balls. First and second. And we go to the top of the order here in the 6th, Sam Raiola. He's had a 3-hit night, couple of runs batted in. Batted twice back in the 5th.
Just an average night for Sam.
Yeah, he fouls it back. 1 strike. Abbas sets, delivers. Below the belt. 0-2. He's ahead in the count.
Pinch runner.
Is that 43?
That's 43.
43 here for Champlin Park. Derek Schloman, Blaine product. South Dakota State. Jackrabbits. You might have been the one running the scoreboard because they're not doing the balls and strikes. Pitch is up high.
Oh, now it's 3-1.
There we go.
Yeah.
Somebody had to trade off the duties. First and second, Raiola lines it off the glove of Abbas. Played behind the bag. Everybody's safe. Bruce did a nice job just kind of timing that off of Abbas's glove. It'll be an infield hit. And the bases are loaded here with 1 out for the LoGators. And Logan Jordan, the catcher. Couple of walks. Got him going with an RBI double back in the first, a 3-run first. And right now that lead is 12-3, and he takes strike 1. Fourth hit of the inning here for Champlin Park. This one line down the line. Diving stop by Oxborough. He'll make the play, get the 1 out at third. Run will score. 13-3. Oxborough, a nifty play down there. Fielder's choice for Logan Jordan.
Yeah, Oxborough, he's made a couple of nice plays down at third base.
Maki comes in to score. Robinson put out at third.
We've got a pinch hitter
Two
coming up.
down, first and second, and we do have a hitter coming up here for Champlin Park as they have expanded their lead to 10. And will be Ben Pooter. So all 3 of the Pooters getting into the game here tonight. There's actually 4 of them on the roster. Sam,
Yes.
Jack, Adam, and now Ben, who was batting here. And, of course, their products mentioned before, Blaine High School. That one goes low and away. Who was the player you were talking about that was Legacy Christian Academy?
That's Ethan Maki.
Yeah. Right there on Bunker Lake Boulevard.
Yep.
The former Meadow Creek Christian. That's fouled away.
I think they made it. Actually, I think they made it to the state championship and lost. I think it was 2016, 2017. My memory starts to go after a while.
So Ben Pooter batting for Adam. Takes a strike there.
Tell you what, one to watch is Sam. He's just a sophomore. Was a starting shortstop for the Bengals this year.
How about that? Sophomore in high school
Yeah.
playing
Yeah.
town ball. It's a good experience.
Yeah.
Learned some things from the older fellas.
Some good and bad, probably.
I was going to say on and off the field. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 down.
At least you know you got to ride home. One of the brothers will bring home.
Exactly. Somebody's got a license. And it's fouled away. Back in the day, growing up on a farm, you could have you'd have a farmer's permit.
Mm-hmm.
So you could be 15 and still drive as long as you have a pitchfork or something in the back of the truck. Always always available gunny sack of grain. The 2-2 pitch is fouled away here by Ben Pooter.
You had that in your Trans Am or your Firebird?
It was a Suburban.
A Suburban.
78 Chevy Suburban. Oh, that one got him on the forearm, it looked like. So Ben Pooter hit by the pitch, and that loads him up. So Champlin Park has taken the 10-run lead. We're in the bottom of the 6th. That means going to the top of the 7th. Andover, at this point right now, as it stands, would have to score at least one run to extend the game. And they need just one out here to get to the 7th. And it'll be Jack Pooter now. Home run, single and a single, 3 runs batted in. He's 3 for 4. That's a nice little night here for Jack. Jack with a jack. His second of the season. That was back in the 5th.
1 inning to go.
1 ball and 1 strike.
Batting around for the second straight time. For a second straight inning.
That takes a toll on the score sheet, I'll tell you.
Yep.
This one a little flare toward short. Myers gobbles it up. They'll go the short way. And the LoGators retired 4 runs, 4 hits. Here in the bottom of the 6th, there was an error, and they leave the bases loaded. As we'll go to the 7th, and Champlin Park will try to end this one early with a 10-run rule. They lead at 13-3 here on QCTV Sports.
Rum River Art Center is your local nonprofit organization located in the Old Milk Factory near downtown Anoka. Our nearly 6,000 square feet of windy and whimsical studio spaces are filled with inspiration. At Rum River Art Center, we embrace individuals of all artistic abilities and focus on the healing aspect of the process over your final product. We pride ourselves in offering classes with a huge variety of mediums at an affordable price. From one-time ceramic wheel throwing classes to multi-week painting courses, from creating at the Art Center to finding us at your local library, we believe art is the catalyst for connecting human beings to each other and themselves. Come visit us or check out our website, rumriverart.com, for more info on classes, galleries, special events, and how you can support the arts in your community.
Jim Childs and Jim Erickson back here at the Noble Sports Park. And we move to the top of the 7th inning here in a 10-run rule opportunity for Lewis Walker, who has done a really nice job in relief, given up a couple of runs last inning. Came in a tough situation where their starting pitcher and their ace, Charlie Hutchinson, came into the game with an ERA of 0.46. Under a half a run per 9 innings, and then was injured trying to play and catch a pop-up bunt in the air back in the 3rd inning. And Walker has come in those conditions and has done a really nice job here.
Yeah, 4 innings, 6 hits, 2 earned runs, and 1 strikeout. And Drew Law steps to the plate.
Yeah, Drew Law now playing in right field. Leading it off. Top of the 7th here for the Aces. 16-5 on the season. Just 2 league losses. They haven't been able to get as many league games in. Again, they've got the rescheduled or the resumed game against Centennial coming up this week. We'll pack them in here at the end. Weather permitting, of course. 1 ball and 1 strike here to Drew.
Well, the rest of this week looks wet.
1 and 2. It's just a matter if you can get them in. Even if it rains earlier in the day, will the fields be okay? Foul back.
Drew Law on his way to Winona State. Play baseball down there. He's graduated. Was one of the key members of the Husky state tournament team.
Sam Abbas is in the on-deck circle. Outside. 2-2. This would be Walker's game to win. Pulled foul just wide of the bag. Raiola took a peek at it. And the count rides along here at 2-2 strikes.
Well, talking with Sam Plohas before, he wants to get that second seed. He knows that you've got, like you said, Centennial and Coon Rapids coming up, and those are games, those are must games, as they want to make sure they keep that second seed. Get a chance to play the Twin Ports, or you play the Stump Grinders.
2-2. Another bouncing ball, left side foul. Yeah, for the most part, there's probably some exceptions around the state, but both Class C and Class B, basically your league is also your section.
Yep.
And it's a fastball up and away. On the 3-2 pitch, Drew Law draws a walk. So he's on at first here for Andover. And now Sam Abbas batting in the number 2 spot. The DH Clayton Fisher had been there. Hit by a pitch his last at bat. Abbas is now pitching. And gets an opportunity to bat here for the Andover Aces.
I guarantee you this is much more comfortable than what he did the top half of the inning.
Abbas, first pitch swinging. It's a fair ball. Throw to second. What a play by Raiola. Not in time to get 2. I would have told you there's no chance he was going to get the force out, but to be able to running, let's look at the replay. I mean, he's running full bore down the line and throws across his body right there. Whips it across on the money to get the lead runner. That might be, we've had a lot of defensive plays. That might be the best one, even though it was just a throw like that.
It's
great play.
It's uncommon. You don't see somebody able to do that.
So Abbas was on. That ball was barely fair, but it was. So he's on with a fielder's choice.
I'm going to say something that you probably don't like, Jim. He had some velo on that.
He did. How hard is it just to say velocity? That's my
point. I don't know.
Here's the foul back. As the batter is Logan Myers. A couple of fielder's choices. And he was thrown out in a 9-6 play at second. That was way back in the first. So 1 out in the inning, runner at first. Here's the pitch by Walker. And it misses. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So again, it's a 10-run game right now, 13-3. Champlin Park, if they can get out of this inning without giving up a run, that would end it early via the 10-run rule. 1-2. This one's a broken bat roller to third. Raiola does it again, gets the out there. 2 down. Getting the lead runner again. Hey, you forget until you get one of those and you hear the sound off the bat. And they out at first.
Myers thought he was out.
Myers thought it was the last out.
Yeah, I don't know.
Myers must have thought it was the last out, and now he is the last out.
Yeah. Fun.
And that's the end of the game. So Andover did have some base running mistakes and errors here tonight, and that one ends this game in the 10-run rule.
Yeah, that's his second one of the night.
And really the Aces are kind of looking around. They're not sure what happened. But Myers grounded to third. They got the force out with Abbas. And then they threw over to first base. Myers had turned away from the bag, going back towards the dugout, and they tagged him out. I don't know if he ever got to the bag.
I don't think he did.
And I think that was the key because they didn't have to tag him out. I think they just tagged the bag. And the home plate umpire, Dan Hammond, aware of the situation, knowing what happened, called him out, and that's the end of the game. So that's it here for tonight. Big win for Champlin Park, the LoGators, based on mathematics. And I didn't break it all down, but according to their head coach, Matt Merrick, the win tonight and then a win in their next game against Coon Rapids. And they'll shore up the regular season victory, the regular season championship in the Metro Mini, the number 1 seed as well, as they win it here in the shortened 10-run rule game in 7 innings, 13-3. Jim, your final thoughts?
I tell you what, the lineup for the LoGators is tough. Up and down the lineup is tough. And they can hit, they can field, and hopefully prayers to that Charlie Hutchinson will be okay and able to continue this season. And Aces got to regroup. They'll have to come back and figure out. And I think they kind of as soon as the game got away from that triple play, got away from them, it just ended up being not a contest at that point.
Again, Lewis Walker gets the win in relief of Hutchinson. Your line score tonight for Champlin Park in the 7-inning victory: 13 runs, 12 hits, 1 error. And they left 8 on base. And for Andover, 3 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors. They leave 6. Of course, those numbers, as always, not official here from the press box. Jim, thank you. Always great working with you. Good luck to these teams as they head to the end of the regular season and into the playoffs. And thanks, everybody, for tuning in, whether live or in the archive broadcast here of Metro Mini Baseball. Champlin Park going to 11-1. Their overall record now 18-8. Andover drops to 7-3 in the league and 16-6 overall. Andover again at Coon Rapids tomorrow. The continued game against Centennial at Castle Field on Wednesday, and then Friday at Forest Lake. Champlin Park, their schedule, they get Anoka here tomorrow night, and then Coon Rapids here on Wednesday, and at Maple Lake in a non-league game on Friday. For all of our staff and crew, everybody in the Trek, all of our camera operators did a great job tonight getting all those wonderful defensive plays on the replays for Jim Childs. I'm Jim Eriks. Again, your final tonight, Town Ball, Champlin Park. 1 win closer to a Metro Mini championship. They beat Andover in 7 innings, 13-3. Good night, everybody.